This one mistake could cost you that girl that you really desire on campus right now. And if you don't fix this mistake fast, the other guy that you're thinking about that might be a problem will get to her faster than you. Now, if you actually take the action that I'm gonna talk about, which is exactly what I did, and it got me from looking like sloppy and like I didn't know what I was doing, I was ugly and basically unprepared, to a good-looking guy, if I say so myself, getting to my current girlfriend that I'm with for 3 years now actually, then you'll see a significant difference with how these women react to you, especially the one girl that you truly desire. Now, the number one thing that I would highly suggest for you, the first thing actually, is to add a shiny piece to your outfit. And when I say that, I mean something that's outshining everything else. Now, if you put on a nice, shirt on, nice pants and everything, and then you instead of putting like the fucking Air Forces that everyone else is wearing, you wear some nice leather loafers with some, nice text on it or some like drawing, which is, like an art piece on top of the loafers. That will be the shining part. That will be the part that's like, oh, that's unique, that's different, that's new. And it instantly makes you stand out compared to everyone else because they're not thinking about this. They're thinking, oh, what's the easiest fit I can wear that looks decent? And that's it. They're not thinking, yo, what if I wear something different, something unique, a shiny piece that will make my outfit skyrocket? And now women will literally look at me and think, yo, this guy is fucking different. And they will all be gossiping and talking about you. Like, yo, this guy has a pretty nice fit actually. Like, I fuck with it. And you will stay in their brain rent free. And the chances of that are much, much higher compared to when you are just wearing normal clothes like every single time. Now, the second thing that you can easily implement right now, which will make a huge difference, is to not just trim your beard, but shave it completely. So let's say, for example, you don't have like a beard or like you have like patchy hair and everything. If you shave the whole thing off, honestly, first of all, you look way, way better. Just trust me on that. And secondly, if you have like beard, like just you want to grow it out, but it looks kind of weird, unkept, that will ruin your chances just like that. Women will look at you and they'll think, yo, this guy's hygiene is not on point in terms of his beard. Imagine him brushing his teeth. Imagine him like cleaning his ass during the shower, or even his dick, like the literal most important parts for you as a man to clean. If they think that you're not clean in any other area just because of this one area, then you're basically fucking up your chances because you just exist. Doesn't that sound crazy? It actually is the fact though. That's how it works. That's the first thing that women notice, outside of like your shoes and your fashion and everything, is your hygiene. So now, if you just, like what I used to do basically is I used to just shave my beard, but like not completely, I used to trim it to like number 2, number 1, where basically I had some hairs, but they weren't much. So I was just keeping this part. But then I realized after doing it some more, after shaving my face some more with an actual razor, I realized how much cleaner I looked, how much my jawline popped, and how much more respect everyone gave me. I remember I was actually on this interview and was gonna find like a part-time job. I remember like shaving my face that day, coming to work, and the interviewer straight up looks at me and he was like, yeah, this is what I want. Like I want you to like be nice and kept and everything and trim nicely, like now, like what you are right now. And he pointed at me and everything. So even if that guy notices, I didn't even tell him anything. I just showed up like a G and he noticed straight away. So if that guy just notices straight away, imagine women what they do once they see the small details like this, make it the difference. Like, yo, I'm having a clean shaven look in the parts that are patchy, because for me, if I let them grow out, they're gonna look like fucking pubes, which I hate. So you shave it off, bro. Shave off the parts, clean them up. Always, especially from the visible parts like your teeth, your beard, your haircut, all those parts, your nails, very important. Always keep them trimmed and groomed, because that instantly qualifies you if you do it right. or it could be like a double-edged sword and it disqualifies you completely if you don't keep up. So that's why, like, in marriages, they just stop doing that and they become super unattractive, and the wife doesn't want to fuck them, and then they find some random guy on Facebook, and then she cheats on him with the other guy because he's like hot and everything. He takes care of himself and gives her more attention. He's more mysterious and hot because he's not doing what they are doing, which is taking care of themselves. Now, the other tip, piece of advice, there are 4 of them, of course, is wearing something oversized. When I say that, I mean, I used to bash oversized clothes a lot before, but when I say that, I mean wear oversized if you are not there in terms of like hitting your goal with your physique. Because what I used to do a lot is whenever I didn't have the physique, I used to wear the oversized clothes until I had the physique and everything, but I was insecure about taking it off because I thought that would be called a douchebag or something, which isn't true, but it's a separate point. But I realized that it actually really helped me at that point because I didn't yet have the physique, and it hid all of my insecurities at that point until I could get to the point where I had the big muscles and everything I wanted. So I would suggest you the same thing. Don't wear all of your clothes oversized, but just the parts that you can see that there's a belly, there's like laugh handles, or you're kind of skinny and you want to hide that. Oversized clothes are perfect for that, but they're temporary until you get to your goal, until you're, when you're actively trying to improve your physique. If you're not, just whatever the fuck you want, you're gonna fail anyway. But you need to have an amazing physique. Otherwise, you're just another guy in the, another sheep that just exists. Another option that is like medium, like average, mundane. Now, the last piece of advice is to wear boring colors. Sounds kind of weird, like boring colors. Why the fuck would I wear boring colors if they're boring? But the whole point is that they're not bright. And when they're not bright, like bright blue, bright red, they're so much easier to style. They're so much more versatile. You literally have to think of it like 80% less. Because when you have colors, you have to think, what is the complementary, what's the wheel, all that stuff. You don't even have to do that here. You just wear, for example, cream shorts, like what I'm wearing right now, gray top, like what I'm wearing, and it looks fantastic. If you want to wear like navy blue and then underneath white, fantastic. If you want to wear a light blue and, for example, olive green, fantastic. You can wear so many different variations with mundane neutral colors. It's insane how easy it is to style. But most men think, oh, I need to have big ass graphics, logos, and crazy colors. Like, nah. It just makes it so much harder for yourself to look fantastic and stand out and know, like, you know what you're doing. Because if you don't, then you basically look like shit. And why would you need to learn all that if you can just, oh, neutral colors, boom this, boom that, it just works. Of course, it's good to know, but this is just super convenient for you until you learn all the necessary stuff, how to pair colors with each other. And if you actually don't even want to do that, you can just stick with neutral colors where you will always look fantastic, look like you have money, look like you know what you're doing and what you're wearing, even though you don't know shit. And that's how fucking powerful it is. And if you pair all of these together now, and you take action on what I'm telling you, which is what I took as well, I guarantee you're gonna see a significant result. You're not gonna look sloppy again. You're gonna look fantastic in front of women, and they're gonna notice that because even the smallest detail they notice. So I imagine you put all of these together, bro, easy win. Easy, that's gonna be super easy for you to get whatever girl you desire. But of course you have to keep, approaching them and everything, but you will find that girl and she will notice and she will appreciate that because you're not like every other guy, which is the whole goal. Now, if you're ready to improve your attractiveness, then book a quick discovery call with me, first link in the description, where I'll select specifically a few people only for personalization reasons because I don't have like unlimited time. And yeah, no pressure. We'll just see if we're a good fit for each other for the program. And yeah, bro, like quick chat, no pressure. That's all from me. Watch this video right here if you want to learn the 23 secrets that you can improve your attractiveness instantly as a man. watch this video right now and stop wasting time. My G, I'm gonna go eat some food.